2016, the International Finance Corporation carried out a survey in Kakuma Refugee Camp, which found that the camp and the town represent a market with billions of shillings.
Well, inside the camp, savvy entrepreneurs have identified opportunities to supply much-needed items while enriching themselves.
Indeed, one day at a time, they are building their business empires.
That's right, and Wilkista Nyabwa brings us that story.
In a remote part of northwest Kenya lies a sprawling mass of little iron-roofed houses. This is Kakuma Refugee Camp, established a quarter of a century ago and located in Kakuma town, Turkana County. It is the home of over 180,000 refugees. And for a savvy businessman, it provides a promising marketplace, even turning a few into millionaires. The roar of the machine draws one to the back of the shack, to the generator. These dusty iron sheet walls house Kakuma Power, a one-man electricity generating company that is lighting up a section of Kakuma Refugee Camp. It is such an enormous task that drums of water have been rigged to make a makeshift cooling system. It sounds more impressive than it looks, but this is Abdi Sofa's pride and joy, his brainchild. Abdi came to Kakuma Camp as a young boy, a budding entrepreneur. In 1997, he heard that there was a generator up for sale.
Ilikuwa the first generator in Kakuma. Huyo mtu alileta. Ilikuwa anatengeneza ice cream. Huko ilikuwa joto sana, haikuwa na stima.
He bought it, and when the United Nations High Commission for Refugees held an auction, Abdi bought a second one. With these two generators, Kakuma Power was born. It's aimed to power up Kakuma 1 Camp, the first of 4 subsections and the heart of Kakuma Refugee Camp.
Hapa Kakuma 1 ni town ya Kakuma Refugee Hall. Town yake na Kakuma 1.
Kakuma watu wengi sana wanaishi pamoja, Sudanese, Somalis, Ethiopians.
The Kenya Power electricity line stopped just short of the camp, and residents of Kakuma Refugee Camp were hungry for electricity. Home after home signed up, and a routine emerged. The generator comes on at 7 a.m. and runs until noon. It is then switched off for 3 hours to cool off before it comes on again at 3 p.m. At 8 p.m., it's power out until the next day. 5 employees of different nationalities monitor and run the system, checking that nobody uses more power than they've paid for.
Tunasikilizana bulb moja na TV na masocket zake ni kama 1,500.
But this fee is negotiable.
Najua watu yote sio same. Mwenye hana kitu lazima unamhurumia, mwenye hako na kitu pia unamkonga juu itoshane pesa ambayo mafuta tulipe na ule mwingine pia na sisi pia tufaidike. Kama sisi ni Waislamu tunapeana sadaka. Juu sina kitu ingine, niko na hiyo stima ambayo mimi napeana, lazima nipe mwingine sadaka pia ajisaidie na watoto yake asonge mbele.
It is an idea that has given birth to other businesses. Next door, Duluf Barber Shop is doing brisk business.
Hii stima tunasaidiana, hii light yote mpaka TV. Watu nataka tu TV nini kufanya kazi mzuri poa kama Nairobi.
Across the area, the power lines crisscrossing the camp mark everyone who has benefited from Abdi's little business.
Akipotea hii stima hakuna kufanya kazi hapa.
Ahmed's doorway is filled with youth focused on their phones, watching videos on the internet. They come here because it's where the internet signal is strongest. Meet Ahmed, 28 years old. He too came here years ago, and as more people invested in mobile phones, he saw an opportunity to provide affordable internet to the other refugees in the camps.
First I learned it, in Moya Institute of Technology in Nairobi. I have seen in Kakuma, no location can supply internet. So, and the people, they were looking about something about internet or making easy communicating. That's why I've been decided to do for them this service.
With simple equipment brought from Nairobi, Ahmed set up his base. He now has over 300 regular clients.
I have 380 devices and 44 computers and 15 routers. Those who are taking Wi-Fi through point-to-point.
Clients can choose to pay a daily fee of 100 shillings per device, a weekly fee of 300 shillings, a monthly fee of 800 shillings or 3,000 shillings a month for a router. Once the period lapses, the system promptly disconnects them. The youth love it.
Kutumia data per bundle ni expensive kutumia hii. Mara huwezi pata hiyo pamba yani credit. Lakini hii internet inakusaidia uingie kila mahali. So hizi base yake ni rahisi na unalipa mara moja kwa mwezi.
When Abdi's electricity goes off, the solar power comes on, keeping internet users online all day and all night. But perhaps the entrepreneur who looms above them all is the most unassuming. Mesfin, when we finally meet him, almost fails to live up to his larger-than-life reputation. He tells us what the stock of motorcycles in his warehouse is worth.
By the way, you kama naona hiyo 7 million sindio? Karibu 7 million naandika millionaire.
The goods in his warehouse are worth far more, he says. The wealth he has accumulated is a result of years of toil. Mesfin landed in Kakuma in 2001. Fleeing political turmoil in Ethiopia, he found employment cleaning rooms and selling bread, earning 1,000 shillings a day. But he wanted more. So he scraped together the funds to start a shop that has grown to surpass others.
Watu Kenya wamekuja naona biashara kwa mingi, wamekuja nafungua town, mashindwa narudi. Biashara nataka na akili. Mimi hapa nataka faida mingi. Survive kidogo tu kama napata 3,000 au nataka 10,000, biashara yao inaenda chini. Yangu chini, si ndio price watu wananunua hapa.
He is the sole supplier of motorcycles in Kakuma area, and while several banks have set up branches in the area, Mesfin has little need for them.
Sichukue hata deni bank, pesa yangu tu.
Mesfin is now an integral part of the Kakuma community. Years ago, when he was arrested by authorities, the Turkana marched to Lodwar in protest, securing his freedom. All three entrepreneurs are part of a community of refugees intent on seizing the opportunities available to them while they are here. A 2016 study by the International Finance Corporation found that the camp's informal economy is thriving, with more than 2,000 businesses serving the population. The camp, which had 160,000 registered inhabitants at the time of the survey, is estimated to spend about 1.7 billion shillings annually, a market which is feeding many and enriching the lucky few. But when we ask whether they are millionaires, these three businessmen are suddenly bashful.
Mimi sio millionaire, mimi ni maskini ya watu. Tunasaidia wengine pia.
No, I'm not a millionaire. Just struggling the life.
By the way, mimi niko sawa. Nafanya tu hawezi niomba watu pesa.
They will, however, readily admit that they have seized the moment. The entrepreneurial struggles, they believe, are the same, whether in a refugee camp or outside. And one day they may leave the camp, but while they are here, they might as well thrive and pull others up with them.
By the way, kila mtu refugee. Kuna siku yetu, si ndio refugee sisi, hata wewe. So unakaa kidogo nitakufa ndenda.
By identifying unmet needs at the camp and then supplying these items, the entrepreneurs of Kakuma have found a way to put food on their table, and at the same time they are lighting up Kakuma and keeping it connected with the rest of the world. Citizen TV in Kakuma, Turkana County.